Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do a general reading using the Healing Waters Oracle and just the normal tarot. Let's crack on, shall we? So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, great to see you again. If you are a subscriber, much love to you. Let's take two of these and see what the general message is, shall we? We've got Into the Unknown, Underworld, Depth, Courage, Facing Your Fears. Might be a bit of a leap of faith to be taken here by someone. And ignoring the ego and just going for it. Immerse yourself. Training, learning, new hobbies and passions. So someone here could be taking a leap of faith towards learning something, towards doing something new, a new career or a new relationship, a new hobby, something that's really igniting your passions. What's interesting is also on the bottom of the deck, although we won't really be taking this, but I will point it out, it has deep sea diving. So the way of the mystic, learning through experience, is depth. So there's definitely something here about going down deep into the unknown, into something, and pop them there, something new. Okay. Ooh. You definitely could be learning something new. The Page of Pentacles came straight out, and that's a card of learning. It's an offer of something, potentially, or some, pages of messengers. So you might be hearing about a new job opportunity or opening in your company or a different company. It doesn't have to be the company you're in, or some learning something. Okay. Wow, let's keep going, shall we? Had a feeling I needed to sit down and do these decks today. Oh, if I can keep hold of the cards. We've got the Three of Swords. So you might have had a little bit of disappointment around something that you're working on currently. May have been just a little bit upsetting, or maybe it didn't work out quite the way you were expecting, or you didn't get the promotion you were looking for. There's been some sort of sadness, some sort of disappointment around your current situation, but you're definitely being told and encouraged to go ahead and do something different, something new. Maybe you had some conflict. Honestly, this card haunts me. If you've watched any of my videos and this has come out, this card just constantly comes out. More so in this deck than any others. So the Five of Wands is conflict. Maybe there's just been some arguments at work, or it feels very, it doesn't have to be, but it feels a bit worky. Something that you're doing. I don't think this is a personal relationship in that sense, but I do think there's been something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, or the way that would have been preferable. Like I say, maybe you didn't get that opportunity, that position that you were looking for. But every rejection is a redirection. So take it that's how it was supposed to be. It wasn't meant for you. Work through it. Feel it to heal it with the Five of Cups. But understand that for going through that process, maybe you've been interviewing for different positions, different jobs. By going through that process, you have got new things that you've learned, new skills you've acquired. Maybe even just getting your CV updated. There's been a positive spin to this experience. It's just maybe not that obvious at the moment, but it will be. Yeah, you could be having an offer. Maybe one of the things you were doing, the paths you were looking at. Sorry, there's a big plane going over. No, it's not. It's a tractor going past. Something that you've been working on, or, one of these things. Maybe they're going to come back around with an offer. Maybe not all is lost with the Two of Cups there. It's just not going to be... Maybe it's a different job to the one that you interviewed for, do you know what I'm saying? Or the one that you applied for, or the one that you really want. But there could be, it feels like there's got to be something different. So maybe you've been applying for the same old. When you're moving jobs and things, you want to be taking forward steps, not lateral steps. So, even if it's just more money, which it could be, because you've got Two Pentacles coming out. So there's definitely this slow and steady progress towards something new, something for you to just take that leap of faith with and dive straight in. We've got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so yeah, again, I feel like it's something that you've been doing for a little while, or you've been thinking about doing for a little while, and you've kind of held yourself back. And I mean, maybe you just need to do a new training course. The training and learnings come up as well as the Page of Pentacles. So maybe in order to really move through this, there's a course you need to do. Maybe you were told in an interview or a meeting or something where, if you get this qualification, and you can try again. There's a message there for someone. Let me know in the comments below if this is resonating with you. Yeah, make forward movements, okay? With the Chariot, it's about driving forward. And in this sense, I would say this is about driving yourself forward. No one's going to come and save you. No one is that much of a mind reader that they know exactly what it is that you do and don't want, or that you do and don't have. So pay attention to what you're being told. Get some feedback from this stuck situation you're in, from whomever you can get feedback from, and use that to drive yourself forward and learn. What is it that you need to learn? What is it you need to indulge in? Maybe you need to invest a little bit of time and energy and money into yourself. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Don't overthink it. With the Nine of Swords, there's been some thinking, some over anxious energy. I mean, maybe you need to, the situation's changed. Maybe you need to get a better job with more financial benefits. And but I would just try and stay calm, whoever this is for. It feels like there's an awful lot of anxiety, overthinking, worrying about things that have gone wrong in the past, feeling quite deeply that you've missed out on opportunities, or you missed that out, missed out on that job. But it is definitely every mishap, and it's redirecting you towards something quite special and just for you. But there might be something you need to learn, something you need to indulge, spend a bit of time and money in yourself, and let go of some of these burdens. These could be some financial burdens. With the Ten of Wands, it could be, overthinking, argumentative, worrying about what other people's opinions are. People are always going to have their opinions on what it is you do and don't do. It's just up to you whether or not you let it really affect you, and bring that into your space and into your head and into your what it is that you're doing. You might have to, when I say cut people out, I don't mean like full stop, just cut people out, never talk to them again, but just be kind of like, thank you very much, thank you for your input, and then leave it where it is meant to be left, and that's not something for you to be worrying about. And with the Lovers coming out, maybe there is some decisions here to be made. What it is that you want to let go of, what it is you want to be thinking about, what it is you want to move forward towards, what you want to leave behind, who you want to have arguments with, the life lessons you're willing to take forward. The Lovers are here. I definitely think it's about a decision. There's a decision to be made about exactly what direction you want to be going in, what you want to be learning. Let's just take a couple more. There's celebration here. There is abundance here. There is a happy ending. But this is all on you. There's nothing. I don't think anyone can say anything specifically that's going to point you in the right direction. I think you are just going to kind of just follow the signs. Follow the signs with this one. Okay. And then you've got the Justice. Yeah, justice will be served. You will get your just desserts, your reward, your patience will pay off. This energy that you're going through at the moment, of that kind of like, which way do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I choose this company? Do I choose that company? Do I get that course? Do I do that course? It's all going to like work its way out. And I think maybe even just sitting down and being quite logical about it, because justice is, contracts and things like that as well, and balancing and truthfulness. I think there might be a time coming, if it's not already here, where you need to sit down and be honest with yourself and the people who this involves, because you're never on your own. There's always, people who rely on you, and just be, set a plan. set a plan if you need to. But yeah, definitely just work through any of this negativity. We do have the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so you will leave behind this choppiness, this, you know, this heartbreak, the well, potential conflict, the interference and the sadness, and the overthinking and the overburdened, and the, you know, the been through this before, now it's going to end kind of energy. You will get through it. Don't panic, you know, just plod on and be methodical about it. I do just want to point out 5, 5, 9 and 9. Please obviously take repeating numbers as they resonate. But yeah, pop a comment down below if this has resonated with you about, you know, changing something up in your life, a career or path or something like that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.